Hello students, my name is Dr. Jyoti Prakash and I am assistant professor in the Department of Management, School of Management Sciences, Lucknow. Now, today in this video lecture we will have a discussion on the very important function of human resource management, that is employee selection, and it comes under the function of procurement. As you have studied in unit 1 that there are various functions that a human resource manager has to perform, and those functions are basically categorized under two. The first one is managerial and the second one is operative function. The managerial functions include like planning, organizing, directing, controlling, coordinating, and the operative functions basically includes broader functions like procurement, maintenance, development, integration. These functions are basically come under operative functions. The first one is procurement function, in which we have already discussed the function of human resource planning, the concept of job analysis, in which we have discussed the job description and job specification. The next recruitment, and after recruitment the next one is obviously the selection functions that the human resource manager has to perform. Means by conducting or by informing the detailed information about the vacancy or about the job that the organization is having to the potential candidates. If the organization is able to gather a pool of application of the potential candidates, obviously those all will not be selected by the organization. So, to find the suitable one or to find the eligible candidates or the potential candidates among the pool of that pool of the detail or pool of the application of talented people, the most or the best desirable one will be selected, and how it is possible by conducting or by performing this particular function named selection. So, just start this particular function, that is very important and that is very crucial, and while selecting eligible or the suitable candidate by conducting this particular function, being a human resource manager, you should be very careful, because if you hire unsuitable candidate or not efficient one and not suitable one for the job, so obviously it will incur in certain sort of losses or certain sort of cost which somehow damage or hamper the overall function, and those all activities that you have performed earlier, those all will go in vain. So, you should be very careful if you are going to select a suitable one by conducting this particular function named selection. So, firstly we should understand what is selection. So, according to Harold Kuhns, selection is the process of selecting from the candidates or from either within the organization or from the outside sources the most suitable person for the current position or the future position. Means it is not all because selection is not only focuses on hiring candidates or hiring individuals from internal sources. They can also selection is, but also they can go for external sources, but the main purpose is what, to bring out the most suitable person or the candidates in the organization for performing the duties and responsibilities associated with that particular vacant post or associated with that particular vacancy. Another definition given by Dale Yoder, that selection is the process by which candidates for employment are divided into classes, those will be offered employment and those who will not. Means somehow selection is, we can say that through by conducting this particular process, a human resource manager basically does two type of activities, selecting and rejecting. So, David and Robbins also explained selection process is a managerial decision making process as to predict which job applicants will be successful if hired. Another definition given by R. M. Hoggett, that selection is the process in which an enterprise selected the applicants who best meet the criteria for the available position. So, somehow in totality, by going through the definition of these experts, we can somehow have an understanding about selection, that it is a process through which a human resource manager or an organization basically finds the suitable one out of the pool of talented candidates or the potential candidates, because by conducting or by getting involved in the process of recruitment, you are able or you are basically having a large pool of detail of potential candidates, and by going through those by going through or by involving different interaction with the potential candidates, you are in a state that you just get the most suitable or the eligible candidate out of that crowd, out of that pool of alternatives. So, if this particular process is being performed by a human resource manager, there must be certain important role played by this particular process or the function. So, what are the significance or significant role performed by selection process? So, these are basically some of the significant roles. The first one is unsuitable and unqualified persons can be weeded out. So, because by conducting different types of tests and interviews, you are selecting the suitable candidates, and unsuitable and unqualified persons get rejected because they are not you are finding themselves not suitable and they are getting rejected by you. So, by doing this particular, you are also reducing the number of the applicants, because through recruitment you are just inviting the applications of eligible candidates, but you are not in a state, or you are not you will not hire all the candidates who those are basically those have applied for that particular vacancy or the job. So, through this you just you are in a state that you can weed it out the unsuitable or the unqualified persons. Suitable persons are selected means decreasing the level of absenteeism and labor turnover, because you by conducting or by getting involved in the process of selection, you are somehow in a state to hire some eligible or some workaholic person or the efficient manpower from this particular process. So, somehow you are decreasing the level of absenteeism and the turnover, means those employees, if those employees will be suitable and they are performing their duties and responsibility in a better way, and time to time you are giving you are giving appraisal, or you are appreciating their contribution and their work. So, obviously they will be associated with you for a longer time period. So, somehow by doing so, you are trying to reduce or decrease the level of absenteeism and turnover or the switching behavior of your employees. Good selection increases the efficiency of the organization, because if you are very careful in selecting or in conducting different types of tests and interviews to different individuals. So, obviously by doing so, you are able to find you are able to get the most suitable or the efficient manpower for that particular vacancy or for that particular job. So, if you are conducting this particular process in a very efficient manner, somehow you are trying to increase the efficiency of the organization, because organization totally depends on the efforts of manpower, and if they are doing good, if they are contributing well, if they are justifying their roles and responsibilities, they are achieving their given targets. So, obviously the organization will achieve the goals or the objectives that they have. Good selection reduces the wastage of time, energy and money by selecting the suitable candidates, because time to time because by conducting or by getting involved in the process of selection, you have conducted different types of tests like psychological, like aptitude, like personality test, and by conducting different types of tests, you are you find or you basically select out the most suitable eligible candidates. So, somehow that reduces the wastages of time, because you have devoted, being a human resource manager, you have devoted certain sort of time in conducting tests and interviews for the potential candidates. So, it will not go in vain, because your time will whatever the time you have invested in selecting, in conducting this selection process, and through that you have selected the most suitable one. So, somehow the time will not be wasted. the energy that you have devoted in conducting or in taking test of the candidates, that will not go in vain, and obviously the money that you have invested in amending the human resource practices like or the functions for hiring out candidates from outside, so whatever the money that you have invested, that also will not go in vain. So if you are very careful in selecting the eligible or the suitable candidates, so somehow you reduces the wastages of time, energy and money, because you believe that you have selected the most efficient or the more talented or more capable human resource or the skill set by conducting this particular process. Sound selection of executives can build up the strong managerial structure of the enterprise, because if the selected one or the hired individuals are performing well, they are performing or meeting up the expectation of the company or the organization, somehow they can build up the strong structure of the enterprises. Proper selection is very helpful in building up a suitable workforce, and the productivity of the organization can be improved by good selection. Means if you have hired a good lot or a good chunk of potential candidates and they have been brought into the organization by this particular process, so obviously you being a human resource manager, you are trying to increase the productivity of the organization, because you have given a good lot of manpower, a good skill set or the capable manpower to the organization, that helps the company in increasing the productivity and in achieving the goals and the objective that the organization has. So, these are the basically significant role played by the selection process. If you are a human resource manager in some organization, and if you have been given the responsibility of selecting the potential candidates by adopting the different methods or the sources, by going through different sources, you should consider these factors into your mind. Means you should just take care the physical characteristic of the individual, the potential candidates, the personal characteristic of the individual, that they are suitable, that they are meeting up the requirement of that particular job or the vacancy or not, the proficiency, the skills and the abilities that they have, that should also be taken care of. Means if you are interacting with potential candidates, you just take care their personal or their physical characteristic, their proficiency, their skill set and their abilities, their ability for handling different situation and different situation, in fact that may arise any time in the organization. That competency, the temperament, means short temperament or the how is the temperament of the individual, means they are in a state to tolerate the basically any type of disrespect or any type of stressful situation that basically that may be faced by them in any time while working in the organization, and the interest level of the individual, and by knowing the interest level of the individual, you can just predict out the behavior or the personality of the individual, that how they are and how they can be motivated or how they can be influenced in performing or in keeping themselves remain in the organization. So, if you are human resource manager and if you are getting involved yourself involved in the process of selection, so you should just take care these factors while selecting potential candidates out of a pool of applicants or out of a pool of alternative candidates. So, the next question come into the mind of the students, that the selection process either it is positive or negative. So, what you say, what the selection process is it positive or negative? So, the answer is yes, selection is a negative process. How it is so? Selection is the process of choosing from the among the candidates the one who best meet a position requirements and eliminating the one who are not suitable. Obviously, as we can say that recruitment is basically a positive process, because recruitment basically welcomes all the potential candidates, those who find themselves that they have the required skills and the capability and the educational qualification. So, they just they all can apply for that particular post, but selection is not like that. Selection by this particular process, the most suitable one will be selected and the unsuitable one will be get rejected. So, we can say that selection is a negative process. To achieve this target, candidates are required to take a series of tests and interviews in the different stages, and at each stage many candidates are eliminated and only a few candidates move to the next stage. Means at every stage, means we will have a discussion on the selection process later on, but you just understand, suppose you have just passed out the written examination, and obviously there are some of the candidates who will not, so they will get rejected, and those who will be qualified, those who will be moved further for conducting or for facing the next stage of this particular selection process. So, the process of elimination continues till the right ones are finalized. Means the elimination continues till the organization finds the most suitable one or the capable one among the pool of alternative employees, among the pool of applications that they received by conducting the recruitment process or the function. So, the above scenario or the above statement basically somehow justify or clears the fact that selection is the process through which unsuitable candidates are rejected and suitable one were or chosen or selected. Therefore, we can say that selection is a negative process. So, it is also one of the important question asked by the interview if you are going to face any interviews that is somehow related to the function of HR. So, this particular question is basically widely used or asked by the interviewer. So, just prepare this answer that obviously selection is what, a negative process. So, we should also understand the difference between recruitment and selection. So, what are the differences is these functions are same or different. Obviously, the meaning or the functions that we have discussed till now, through that we just understand that recruitment is a positive process in which potential candidates are all potential candidates are invited, but selection is a negative process. How? Because it rejects the unsuitable candidates. So, just understand the difference between these two. So, the first in this particular section, the basis of comparison has been given. So, different on these different bases we just differentiate recruitment from selection. So, the first one is what? Meaning. Recruitment is an activity of searching candidates and encouraging them to apply for that particular vacancy or for that particular job. Means recruitment is somehow a process of searching candidates. Means by going through the sources where human resources are available, by going through this particular process you just search out the potential candidates and you are also encouraging them to apply for that particular vacancy or for that particular job. And selection refers to the process of selecting the best candidate and offering the job. Means by going through or by interacting to different individual potential candidates, you just get the most suitable one. Obviously, the process of selecting the best candidate. So, the meaning is all about this, that is recruitment means searching and influencing the potential candidate, and selection is what? Finding the best or the suitable one. The next basis is approach. Recruitment is basically positive in approach because it invites or it welcomes all the suitable candidates or all the potential candidates, those who find themselves capable enough or those find themselves that they are having the required qualification or the required skill set. So, approach is basically positive if we say recruitment, and selection basically it rejects unsuitable candidates. So, the approach is basically negative if we, in case of selection. The next one is objective, inviting more and more candidates to apply for the vacant post. So, the objective of recruitment is what? To create a large pool of application. And how it is possible? You just give information, you just publicize information about the vacancy or about the required post to the potential candidates, and if you have mentioned the duties and responsibilities in a very clear manner, and if you have given a good remuneration, you have also explained the information about the remuneration, and that seems good or handsome. So, obviously, by doing so your objective should be what? To invite more and more candidates, to influence more and more potential candidates to apply for the vacant post. The next the objective of selection is what, picking out the most suitable candidate and rejecting the rest one. Means you do not have to hire the all the lot or all the potential candidates that they have applied, those who all have applied for the particular vacancy or the particular post. By this particular process, you just have to pick out the most suitable candidate and you have to reject the best reject the rest lot of the candidates. The next basis is what, the key factor. Key factor in recruitment means you have to give information how potential candidates will get information about a vacancy or about the particular post. So, you will have to do what, you have to publicize or you have to give information about that vacancy or about that particular post to the potential candidates. So, for that you have to work on the advertisement aspect, or or publicize means you have to give advertisement in print, electronic and outdoor, and by using some e-commerce sites, and so that you can ensure that your potential candidates or the potential candidates are getting information about the vacancy or the job. So, key factor is what related to recruitment is what, advertising the job, and key factor related to selection is what, appointment of the candidate. Means if you are having a large pool of application, you are having different alternatives of individual, but those all individual will not be selected. So, your the key factor associated with selection is what, you have to select the most suitable one and give appointment to them, so that accordingly he or she just perform the assigned duties and responsibilities and fulfill the requirement of that particular vacancy or that particular job. Sequence, obviously recruitment come first and then selection, because if the company or the human resource manager does not get a good or a pool of application, how they will get the most suitable one, because it has been said that choosers are not beggars are not choosers. So, for that you will have to create a large pool of applications. So, recruitment come first and then you will have to perform the selection process. Process on the basis of process is what, vacancies are notified by the firm through various sources and application form is made available to the candidates, and in selection the firm makes application pass through various level as submitting form, written test, interview, medical test, checking of references and so on. So, this is all about the process of recruitment and selection. The contractual relationship, as recruitment only applies the communication of vacancy, no contractual relationship is established, because through recruitment you have to just give information to the potential candidates, and the selection process involves the creation of contractual relationship between the employer and employee, because through this you are getting the most suitable one and just give appointment to them, and accordingly a contractual relationship just established between you and that new hired one. And the method is recruitment is economical and selection is expensive. Because in a selection process, you being a human resource manager, you will have to conduct different types of tests and interviews that resultant in what involved that require certain sort of cost. So, it becomes expensive method. The next or the most important one is you just understand the process of selection. So, it is these are basically the stages that involves in the process of selection. We will have a discussion on this particular process in the next class in a wider way. But we will just understand what is selection process. So, it is selection process, preliminary interview, receiving application, written test, employee interview, medical examination, reference check and final selection. So, these are basically some of the stages involved in the process of selection, and here it has been written that rejected if found unsuitable, means in every stage in each of the stage, if the human resource manager or if the organization finds the individual is not suitable for meeting out the requirement of that particular vacancy or that particular post, so he or she will get rejected. That is why selection process is called basically negative. So, these are basically some of the stages, these are basically stages come under the process of selection, and we will have a discussion in next video of selection. in a very detail or in a very wider way, means you just understand which type of written test, how many types of tests and how many types of interviews, and which type of medical examination. So, you just understand how many types of things associated with these type of tests and interviews, so that you just conduct different types of tests, and accordingly you just find the most suitable one. So, these are basically the references of book from where the data have been collected, and if you want to get more information about the topic, you just go through that. And that is all for in this video lecture that is totally based on selection, and we will have a wider discussion on the topic selection process in our next video class. Thank you, students.